And while the Dow is down slightly right now, all major indices are up at least 22% this year. Deidre Bolton is live for us at the New York Stock Exchange with more. So the final day, Deidre, hard to believe.
That is right. The final trading day of this year, the final trading day of this decade. And as you mentioned, Heather, today maybe not the best example of the overall just strong pattern that we have seen this year and this decade. You alluded to that. There's the Dow. It is slightly lower, but for the year, all indices are up. Actually, the worst performing is the Dow, which is up 22%, but the S&P 500 is on track for its best year since at least 2013. If you look at the decade, that's what's on your screens now. That, Heather, is what you would have in returns if you bought stocks at 10 years ago. And as you can see, the worst performer is the Dow. So 10 years ago, you bought some stocks, hopefully Dow members, Dow components, and you would have had 173% return on your money. The NASDAQ, as you can tell, the superstar there, returning 300%. Standout stock for the year, for the decade, is Apple. So you had that stock just rallying hard. Of course, the iPhone sales drove the first half of the decade. More recently, it's really been on the strength of their services, the music streaming, for example, and then the wearables. So the earbuds, the AirPods, many people asked for that for Christmas. So many that there are still people waiting for their delivery. That is how popular that is, and a lot of analysts saying, listen, this is proof that Apple can follow up with consumer products, a true second act to the iPhone. So some strength there for Apple. I want to mention quickly before we go, the wild card, not a traditional investment at all, is BitCoin, the digital currency. It returned 9 million% this decade. That is a number we don't often say, but there it is. You do have to have a strong stomach. As you know, it started at 0, went up to about 14,000. It is trading at about 7,200. The bottom line is, yeah, you have to have a strong stomach, but there you go. 9 million%, Heather. With that in mind, we're going to wish everyone a very prosperous 2020.
Wow, 9 million%.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Deirdre.
Sure.
Well, for more on the big year on Wall Street, let's bring in economist Steve Moore, a distinguished visiting fellow for the Heritage Foundation and a former Trump economic advisor. Thank you for joining us. First of all, you heard what Deidre was saying there. What's behind, ultimately, all of this?
Well, first of all, what a great time to just celebrate the amazing American economy and our great American job creation machine. This has been a year of great advances in not just the stock market, but wages, jobs. You know, we are the alpha male economy in the world today. A lot of the other countries, in Europe and Asia are struggling, and we just keep plowing forward. It's a beautiful picture. The gains have been really widely distributed, not just to the wealthy, but the middle class. So it's a great time to be an American.
Yeah, 9 million%.
I wish I had bought BitCoin. I mean,
yeah, right.
I'd be in Tahiti right now.